Right.
How you get this mystical ass background?
I be doing shit. I hook you up, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all get me in my crib, y'all. That's the best I can do right now.
It's a mystical ass. That's a funny ass shit, dog.
Right.
That shit funny. Right.
Okay.
So,
we was talking about astrology and self-worth. Not self-worth, self-awareness.
Shit, that pretty much the same shit, to be honest.
Well, true, right. You discover self-worth in the process of learning your self-awareness. So hand in hand. But where do you want to start?
First, let's start about the misuse. I won't say the misuse because there's many ways to use astrology.
No, but it's hella misuse out there.
Yeah. Yeah, like for real. It's just you gotta address the fact that this is a tool for you to change your whole fucking world, basically.
Right.
If you are diligent enough or patient enough to fucking, go within and actually look at your fucking chart, not just your sun, moon, and fucking rising.
Right. And what does that even mean to you?
Huh?
And what does that even mean to you? That's the question that I always ask people because when I'm at work, and it's just because I'm an asshole, like,
yeah,
just gonna be real with you. But when somebody goes, "Oh, when's your birthday? What's your sign?" I'm like, "Why? What does that mean to you?"
Like, for real.
Because what does it mean to you? Like, you're asking for why. Are you gonna prejudge me based on some shit you read in Cosmo? Because if so, I'm not fucking telling you my sign, bitch. Leave me alone.
Anything in a magazine, I ain't listening to that shit. No way.
Which you shouldn't. And tell them why.
Because all that shit is generic ass shit.
Exactly. It only applies to about 2-3% of the world.
And just because you done resonated with what you done read online and not really looked at your aspects, not looked at your degrees, not looked at what house it was in, or sign, because my thing is with this sun sign, it bothers the stew out of me when they always do this sun sign astrology. It's just like, motherfucker, it's more to it. You feel me? But people want to sit there and just go with, oh, I hate Scorpios or I hate Virgos. But it's like it's something deeper than that. Because I can say I hate Virgos, and which I do say that sometimes. And
right. My Chiron, I stand a bitch ass Libra. So,
and what's my Chiron in fucking Virgo? Like,
no.
You feel me?
Yeah, no. I feel that.
That shit crazy. We crazy sometimes.
Right. No, I don't think that because we know a lot more than the average person about astrology. I don't feel like it doesn't make us subject to the same bullshit that everybody else does with it. You know what I mean? Like whenever you're angry at some shit that just happened to you and it was a bitch ass Libra, then that's what they are today. It's a bitch ass Libra. So
I don't understand. Like, nah, for real. Like you said last night, you was like, what you said, stereotypes? Something about stereotypes.
Yeah.
It's a reason.
Yeah, stereotypes are not, a common thing because it's wrong. That's not how it works. It became a fucking stereotype because it's some shit that's true. Like, not always, not for everyone, not in every experience, not every time, but there's basis to this shit. Just saying.
And they know this.
It's been around for so long that it's like, the fact that this shit has lasted so much longer than fucking anything, like, come on, like they talked about astrologers in the goddamn Bible. Like, what the fuck? So it's like
the Son of God, you got the Son and the 12 disciples and shit. Like, come on, what the fuck out of here with all that?
Even though in certain passages it kind of feels like they're advising against it, it's still like,
of course,
where your basis comes from somewhere, and the number 12 is significant as fuck in a lot of different structures in our life. And so it's just like, no, if you're in Aries, you're not, destined to be this crazy lunatic. But I bet when somebody pisses you off, it's probably like a murder scene, right? Like,
oh God,
like there's gonna be characteristics about you that you're gonna share. But that is the reason why knowing more about your chart and knowing how much Aries you actually are, because a lot of people have so much other energy in their chart that sometimes their sign isn't even prevalent when you first meet them. You know what I mean? Like their sun sign isn't even something that's really felt because of something else that you're getting from them that you're picking up on. You know what I mean?
Which could be their rising, or like me, you wouldn't think that I'm a Taurus, because my sun is in the 12th house. What is that?
Pisces.
Yeah, repressed energy, dreamy energy. I could be whatever sign you want me to be, because
right.
My rising sign is Gemini. That's mutable.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So I could change any minute now. Any minute now. But I just have this fixed energy about myself, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. They don't know the behind the scenes of the signs, if that makes sense.
Exactly. It makes perfect sense, which is the reason why we're doing this.
Facts.
Because people need to know
behind the scenes, and we can give you what you need.
Exactly.
We can do that. Because at this point, this astrology shit getting kind of out of hand, especially on TikTok. I get tired of seeing motherfuckers. If you make a Virgo mad, or this is why I hate this sign, and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something that's gonna help somebody or uplift some damn body. Like, y'all want to bash signs and shit like this, and 50-50 chance that you got that sign in your fucking chart.
Yeah. Or there's a hell of a good explanation as to why.
Facts.
Like, when you see the energies that you're dealing with, like, and it doesn't have to be all about romance and shit either. Knowing your coworkers' positions, because you have to work together to get a job done, it is imperative. It is smart to want to know who you're working around and what energies they carry. And when you have that information, I feel like your life becomes easier and you start to learn how to work things out, and you won't spend so much time bogged down on small bullshit. You know, you'll know when it's time to, or when a situation calls for you to work something out, or when you should let it go. You know what I mean? Like, you have more of a.
I'm so glad you fucking said it, because it popped up in my mind. I was like, I was in a fucking environment of my last job. I had 2 Leos there, a Scorpio there, a Gemini there. Well, excuse me, no, 2 Geminis, but she was heavy on the Scorpio placements. So she was a Scorpio to me.
I feel that.
So, and then I had an Aquarius, she came in and out though, and a Pisces and another Taurus or whatever. And I seen the Taurus, like I seen how I come off to a lot of people through her, if that makes sense. A reflection, you know, whatever. And now that I'm talking about this, it reminds me of when you're thinking about the esoteric side of damn, that's crazy. When you think about the esoteric side of astrology, that Libra on whatever house cusp means that your life was out of balance, and that people are reflecting what you are out of balance with, or just reflecting you in general. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, honestly, it wasn't like bad, but I just seen some shit. I was like, I know I used to do that shit, or I probably still do that shit unconsciously. Or, and then it makes sense also because my son is in the 12th house too. So it's like, so it's like, yeah, bitch, you seeing you through somebody else, how they demonstrate and how they walking through life or whatever. And then with the Gemini shit, I seen that shit play out. Like, it's like, ew. It's like, y'all, you really are two-faced. You feel me? You'll be up to somebody's motherfucking face, and then the next minute you over there kikiing with another person. It was 2 Geminis too. And like I said, one of them had heavy Scorpio placements, so I already know you was trying to be manipulative or whatever. I'm trying to help y'all, guide y'all on just being me naturally, and you're intimidated by that. You feel me?
Right.
That's what makes Gemini's kind of flaky when they're not secure in who they are. In their mental power, in their, essence, or whatever energy that they carry when it comes to their birth chart or whatever. Because that's your sun, if you're a sun Gemini, motherfucker, you are mental, you are logical, you know, shit like that, whatever, witty, you know, you could be a little, you know, a little off sometimes, but your mind is always moving. But with her having all that Scorpio, all that water in her chart, it was like, she was always on the defense, but in a, how can I say it? I don't say behind the scene, I guess just say a manipulative way, if that makes sense.
Sneaky.
Yeah, sneaky as fuck. But it's like it caught up with y'all because y'all got to getting sloppy. You feel me? I wasn't worried about your motherfucking ass. I'm a Taurus and I'm Aquarius moon. I'm gonna mind my motherfucking business until you come fucking with me. And then that's when we have a problem. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit was shady as fuck.
I think the cool part about astrology is learning how you can be toxic.
Yes. Yes.
Your own placements. Because a lot of time, you know, when we're getting to learn astrology, we start looking at what the fuck? Where you at? Oh, okay.
Yeah, went out. Oh shit.
Yeah. But when you're learning astrology, I think the fastest way is to look at other people's charts and you know, pick apart little different things, research, read more charts, more studying. That's the only way that you really get it. But for a lot of people forget to keep back looking at themselves. Every single time I look at my birth chart, I see something different. You even showed me some different shit the other day. When we were looking at those degrees. So like
I just said it yesterday.
I feel like it's more important for people to continuously check and study whenever you're doing self-care, your self-care Sunday, your meditation Monday. Read on that shit. Get on that shit. Be looking into it. When something happens, when you're experiencing turmoil and you're looking at transits, which we'll talk more about later, because that's the bug up my ass.
That's another. We'll do that.
That's a whole nother video. But like, whenever you're looking at shit, always return back to your natal birth chart and your natal aspects, because you can see things that you glazed over, you know, before you blew by because it wasn't important at the moment. But like, again, we were having this conversation this morning, me understanding what's taking so long for me to actually do these videos is because of Mercury square Saturn, Mercury square Chiron. And it's a struggle for me to feel like what I'm saying is enough for the public, or if it's ready or not. You know what I mean? Because I have this perfectionist pick apart thing where I don't want to release anything until I know it's exactly what I should say. You know what I mean?
That's me right there. But I tapped into that Mars in Aries in my 11th. So it's like I know I had to do something. And then
I'm hungry.
And then me, you know, I had to look at myself and I was just like, okay. And from talking to you, of course, and, you know, reading and whatever the case may be, I learned like, bitch, this is your money. This is how you gonna get there. Through whatever information that you have, whatever, you know, whatever experience, whatever the fuck it is, whatever creative nature it is, that's how you're going to
get your bag.
So I mean, and that's another thing. A lot of this shit is adding and subtracting type shit. But people don't take the time to notice that. But like you said, you also have to keep going over and over repetitive shit. That's like when you're learning math, you have to keep practicing it. This is the same thing as if you're practicing spirituality, if you're practicing shadow work, or, you know, doing shadow work, or you trying to pick up some type of skill or whatever. It's the same thing, because you have to keep on. You learn something new every day. You learn something new every time you look at the chart, like you just said. Like, people look at it one time and they love that, oh, my Mercury is in Taurus. Okay.
But what does that mean to you?
What does that mean, though?
My favorite question. But what does that mean to you? You're telling me this because what does that mean?
You can't actualize it.
Exactly. You have no idea what the fuck that means. So until you do, how about you keep it to yourself? like
just until you know.
Right. Until you actually know what you're saying.
And that's
a lot of people don't.
That's a pet peeve to me. Like, I can't, because I'm not gonna look dumb. I'm not gonna look dumb. I'm just not gonna do it. But if I wholeheartedly, now if it's like a channel message that I get from spirit, that's a whole different thing. Because I'm gonna trust spirit over whatever the fuck I'm supposed to be researching or whatever. That's a whole different thing. But as in, like, when you trying to help somebody and guide somebody when it comes to what they can look up on the internet or what they can kind of try to piece together their damn self, you feel me? You do have to be careful with that in some ways, but also they have to have accountability too. Because you can't just lean on my word and you haven't even did your work, your research.
Exactly. Never just trust what somebody tells you.
That's why you gotta do
always shit research.
Because you're gonna come up with a different idea. Like,
or different perspective of the same thing. Yeah. Right.
Which is what you should be doing anyway, because everybody, like, all this shit is different energies. I was thinking of shit yesterday. Astrology is just, we all the same person. We still all have the 12 signs, even down to the little ding, little T or whatever, or a little degree or whatever. We are all of the same energies, but in different combinations. That's like numbers. Numbers never end. You could always have a different combination because it keeps going and going and going. Mm-hmm. Whomever, God or whatever, whoever discovered it, or of course God created astrology, but he or she, I say she really, but God put this out there as a different combination to let us know that we are still different. Okay, just because we have the same moon sign, same rising sign, same sun sign, don't mean them bitches fall in the same house. Don't mean they have the same degree. Don't mean that,
or don't even mean we grew up in the same house, or even if we did or had the same experiences, because everyone is different. Twins born in the same house, because you have to.
Exactly.
Are completely different from one another. You are your own identity. And I think a lot of people get angry with people who love astrology because it seems like we're pulling some generic thing and just labeling it on you without giving you a chance to be yourself or make your own choices. It's all up to you. You having these, astrology is just telling us what your presets are. That's it. That's all the fuck it is. That's just your reset button. Like, if we was to hit the reset without any of your experiences, this is where you would be. But all the things that you encounter from the moment you are spit out, when it comes down to even who held you first, that's your own unique experience to you, which will mold and form who you are as a person. No two people have the same experience. And no, we're not trying to diminish your individuality in no way, shape, or form. But you cannot deny that these energies are present in your life, because they are.
You can't. They are. And this goes back to alchemy. Working with the energies that you possess, working with the elements that you possess, because you have all 4 elements. You feel me?
Exactly. The same way we have both masculine and feminine energy.
Exactly. I just said that today.
All of it infinitely exists at the same time.
And I don't understand why it's so hard. Well, I do kind of understand why it's hard for people to believe it. And I have to stop saying that, because I do understand. Because some people were raised to believe certain things, and that goes back to their 3rd house. Mm-hmm. Their early education, you know what I'm saying? Or the 4th house, their roots and shit. And you know what I'm saying? So and then it's just the fact that people don't understand that you can improve your life with just legit getting a birth chart reading or doing the research yourself. Mm-hmm. You can be more self-aware. You can be more aware of your dislikes and your don'ts, and you feel me? And you can avoid certain signs, Leos, or whomever, just want to throw out there. And Virgo.
She got a lot of Aquarius placements, y'all. It's not her fault.
Can't do it. I just want to pull my wig off, because I can't do it. Can't do it. I can't date one. Honestly, I also work with one. One of them was a Leo, but it was in July Leah. She was so extra.
Because Cancer is still prevalent in that shit.
Yes, and I had to check her ass because I'm like, listen here, girl. I understand I'm the newbie here or whatever, but baby, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing it. And I call her ass out at huddle because, like, baby, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Not at the huddle.
At huddle. And I did the same thing with both the Geminis, but there was like, and you know, I'm an intuitive person or whatever. And then, you know, I'm an intuitive person. And I understand what they were saying, but my thing is, you still wrote me off like I was just crazy or something. And I was telling them like they was talking about me or whatever. They was like, well, what did they say or whatever? Do it fucking matter? It's regardless. They are making it hard for me to work because they always trying to look around the corner and see what I'm doing. Like, who the fuck does that? You're. I don't even use this word like that, but you're weird, bitch. You're weird.
Thanks.
Like, get your shit together. You a grown ass lady. Intimidated by.
It be the grown. It be the real grown one. That shit so aggravating.
And then the other one, she was like, she did that shit at the other job I was at because she was there at the other job. And it was like, bitch, like, and then this what she lied. She lied to my son. I've never even spoken to you, or bitch, we work together. We work. You didn't have to speak, bitch. You was speaking with them bitches.
Done.
What the fuck is you talking about? Like, bitch, stop playing with me. For these Mars and Aries get on your ass.
I'm dead.
Like, the fuck? That shit crazy to me though. It's crazy to me. And it's like, but it's okay because I wasn't supposed to be there. That's what it was telling me. I wasn't supposed to be around those underdeveloped energies.
Exactly.
So I learned that. Yeah, I learned that. And, you know, it was just like, shit. I feel good as fuck because it's like, now y'all over there slaving, you know, playing the part or whatever. And I'm living freely, you know, with my motherfucking energy. So it was just because, like, I already know now that I'm really not supposed to be working on motherfucking 9 to 5. Because I overly give my energy to it, if that makes sense. And I can't fulfill my dreams or blessings. And it drains the fuck out of me being around people a lot. That's that 12th house shit. That's that 12th house shit. Because I'm way more sensitive than what I thought I was. I thought, I'm like, you know, I'm an empath, I'm sensitive. No, really fucking sensitive. Because, bitch, I be needing my rest and I need to be away from ignorant people. Because they will drain the fuck out of you.
For real. The dumbass shit motherfuckers be saying.
Because it's like, you take all this energy to hate. You take all this energy to worry about what the fuck I got going on. Why you ain't worried about what you got going on? It don't make no sense to me. I guess it ain't supposed to, though. But it ain't my business. So, and that's my thing. I try to stay out of shit that's not my business. And it could be because my air qualities, you know, me being self-aware, my air qualities is like, and then with my 12th house placements, it's like, nigga, I'm intuitive, bitch. I can read energy, bitch. You feel me? It's like it's like, I ain't gonna say I know what you're thinking, but I know what you're feeling. And if I feel like you feeling some type of way, then bitch, I'm gonna just go over here. I'm not even gonna bother you. But for you to come follow me and bother me, what the fuck?
It's not hard for you to tell how people feel about you. Yeah, honestly.
Well, for a lot of people, yeah, it is. Because they want people to like them so bad.
If you pay attention, it's not hard. And if you're not so desperate for someone to like you that you are searching for it, you'll be able to tell. You can tell when somebody don't really want your best interest. Because it's hard to keep up an act 24/7.
That's what I'm saying. But like I say, motherfuckers really, and then some people that's really manipulative. You got to understand, people got a lot of trauma. People don't want to deal with their shit. You know what I'm saying? They go with whatever feels.
Even psychopaths, even people who don't have a conscience, they cannot keep up an act 24/7. You can tell You can tell, even if it's just a look, even if it's just a feeling you have.
No, but you gotta understand, people don't think about that shit. When you're thinking about a person,
you should. If you're listening and you're one of those people, you need to listen to that feeling, okay? That feeling in your stomach when you get around somebody and they look at you sideways for too long and you're like, oh, what was that? Listen,
especially the one that be at the corner of your eye.
Yes.
Now, they'll be the one, I'd be like, bitch, you see me looking at you at the corner of my eye. Bitch, stop playing.
Exactly.
You see me.
Don't miss those signs, okay? It's not it's not a good thing. I don't like if it gives you chills, it should. If it feels like a red flag, it is. All right. So yeah.
Oh my God.
Listen. That's all you gotta do.
And you got a lot of people, and that's another thing. A lot of people don't trust themselves.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
A lot of people don't trust themselves. That's like, am I overreacting? You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I used to be. I used to be like, damn, am I overreacting? Because I wasn't in tune with me breathing energy, if that makes sense.
Which is why I be calling you sometimes to pull cards. Like, was I wrong? Like, but
and no. Then most of the time I be like, hell no.
Right.
Hell no, exactly. Friend, you ain't wrong, red flag. Red flag. But no, most of the time I can read energy before then. I was like, no, we're gonna pull the cards. Just, to confirm how we both feel it, if that makes sense. Sometimes I don't even first off, my face gonna tell you before anything.
Yeah.
I use it as a compass sometimes. So it's like, nigga, what?
Yeah,
you said
no,
what?
For sure.
And they said what? And they did what? Yeah, fuck that. Got me fucked up. But I have to try and look at it from everybody else's situation, everybody else's perspective too. You more Gemini than me. You feel me? But the Aquarius had me stopping a lot of shit. You hear me?
Yeah.
That's my stop sign right there. If you know what I'm saying? Unless, of course, Neptune has something to do with it. Cause that bitch will get me every time.
Right.
That bitch will get me every time.
Neptune is a motherfucker.
Neptune don't play ass. Like, bitch, oh, here's these rose-colored glasses, bitch. Put them on. Have some fun. Like, bitch, what? Don't do me like that. But it's all a test. All that shit is a test. Like, bitch, you gonna look at shit for what it is or for what it ain't. It's up to you, bitch. You feel me? Change your perspective of shit. You feel me? And then with it being so spiritual, it's like you really gotta feel. You gotta feel with that more than anything, or a feel for your intuitive hints and nudges, and like we said, red flags. So when Neptune come into play, bitch, just be on your P's and motherfucking Q's. P's and Pisces. Motherfucking Pisces. I
feel like for the topic of this video, to stay on topic, because I don't want to go too far into shit that doesn't make sense to them. But I feel like to bring it into perspective, back when we were saying how you could discover how toxic you are through your birth chart and everything. You can also start to see your raw potentials. You can start to see like your trigger points and what makes you spiral out. And for some people, Neptune doesn't fuck with them because they are very Neptunian. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would say discover not just the element, because some people, like I have a unique experience.
You also got those aspects too that block that shit. So it's like, I understand what you're saying, but it go both ways. So even if you got carry Neptune energy, that don't mean you could be not so
a horrible person. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like exactly.
A horrible person.
That you could be a terrible person, and that's what I'm saying. It's like,
it's just crazy.
There's just a lot there for you to discover, and there's it's more of a you do the work and you decide from there type situation. Because I've discovered horrible me having a Gemini Venus out here in this world, along with a moon and a Mercury, and my Mars is in Aries. All right, I've made some terrible decisions. Okay, like terrible decisions with a smile on my face. Okay, like so. What this has got to stop. Oh my God, what the fuck? Okay,
this has got to stop. Oh, and we got 7 minutes left.
Okay, cool beans, because I gotta pee. Sorry, TMI. But basically, I just feel like whenever you're on your self-discovery mission, it's gonna be different for everybody. Because with me having 3 Gemini placements, we were saying this last night, my relationship with astrology is just like my relationship with everybody else that I really love. It's on and off because I'm a Gemini. I will leave your ass. Dead ass. Thanks. Like, I straight up will have moments where I'm like, this isn't fruitful for me anymore. I'm at a wall. I'm done with this. And I'm moving the fuck on. I've been doing this for like 17 years, almost 18 now. So my relationship with astrology and the way I used it to discover myself. Yeah. And also it helped me discover my love language, because now I know that I need someone that I can disappear from for a little while and they'd be okay. And when I come back, you're cool with it, because like maybe you'll give me right. Like I need to be able to dip and come back and you not, stop my kids from seeing me.
Right. What the fuck? Makes no motherfucking sense to me.
Like, see, that's seriously like that's something we'll talk about another day. But like, I've had that as an ongoing dream forever. Is that I leave a nigga and he's like, nah, you're not coming in this house. Bro.
Like, anyway. Like, why not?
Right. Like, let me back in. I'm here.
What are you tripping?
Like, what?
Tripping.
Bro.
And like, we don't understand that shit. That Gemini Venus is hell.
It really is. It's trash on anyone that loves us. And then I feel like I be feeling bad.
And I don't. And that's the thing. That's the difference. With my moon, I don't.
Damn.
And the Aquarius moon, I don't.
And with mine, I go for moments of feeling like, oh. And then I also, right after that, will be like, I'm gonna go do it again. So it's like I don't know.
It's crazy. So, that shit is crazy, though. I'm telling you.
But it's like, if I hurt you and you're watching.
But I do too. Nah, for real.
Right. I think we just solidified our ticket into hell. So let's stop while we're ahead. But
oh God, okay.
But no, seriously, I feel like if you have a lot of Earth placements and you're on this journey, you're gonna be more committed to it than I was, for sure. I mean, you have a lot of fixed placements. That's why I feel like you latch to it and you ain't let that shit go. You know what I mean?
And I don't do that often. That's my thing. Like when I'm locked in with something, someone, or a routine, it ain't no shaking that. You not finna move me. You feel me? Right. You're not gonna move me. I'm very much solid. I think I put that shit on Instagram. Yep, that was an Instagram. Mm-hmm. Instagram. But bitch, I'm a side little bitch now. I'm a side little bitch. When I want to be. I can do what a Scorpio do. I can do what a Leo do. Because we all have that energy.
Facts.
And choice and decision. You know what I'm saying? So it's just up to how we aspect each other. How when we talk about that shit later. All that. Yes. We gotta do aspects.
Yeah. That's what I really want to do. That's we can do that the aspect is where it's at. And I feel like that's where we gonna start breaking ground and people gonna start standing how you actually use this shit.
We can do that shit tonight. We do that shit tonight.
I'm so glad I'm off today. Thank you, Christy. Too. You're the best. That's my favorite manager at work, y'all.
Shut up. Yeah, Christy. Yeah. Christy.
But yeah, no.